Roll dice, be nice, and stay tuned. This is the Live to Die podcast. Heyo, this is Ryan, the Live to Die email guy. I did it.
Nice.
You did.
But I only said it once, so it's cool. Want to do a quick shout out again on the email to Cody Harris, Live to Die superfan. Cody, we're glad you recovered from surgery.
Nice.
I'm stoked. We've been actually trading a bunch of emails back and forth.
Was it a vasectomy?
Oh,
Congratulations.
he didn't say what it was.
Okay.
You know what?
Mazel tov.
Yeah. We're giving James so much editing work to do. But it's gotta be like a surgical. He's gotta get around it.
He's shaking his head
Yeah,
like
it's
he's
really
so
good. No, it's
disappointed.
good
Sorry,
stuff.
look, go back to our
but
friend here.
we were talking back and forth about Starfinder, and he's got like a fleet of 3D printers, and he's been sharing like all this stuff he's been 3D printing.
Whoa.
Like, look at this. I mean, the picture's even so big. I think he 3D printed his house.
Oh, holy
Whoa.
shit. That's
yeah,
so
just
cool.
like all this stuff. And so we were talking about all these things. Cody, you're
Wow.
super
So
cool. They're
badass.
looking
That's
at your
cool.
pictures right now.
yeah.
Oh,
He 3D
hell
printed
yeah.
these cookies.
That's awesome.
Oh, god damn it. That's awesome.
There's so much cool stuff. Cody, we appreciate you. Thanks for sending stuff in.
Yeah,
Glad
yeah.
you're feeling
That's super
better.
dope.
We're glad you're listening.
And we're gonna
We are sorry that you're caught up. We understand how that feels as listeners.
we're gonna
yeah.
pay you to make something for us.
Yeah. Yeah. That
and
would
if-
be actually cool.
I will say, if anyone else wants to email us, you can email us at live-to-die-podcast@gmail.com.
Yeah,
That's
hit us up.
live-to-die-podcast@gmail.com. I will say there's sort of one other sort of like fan adjacent thing, although this is, I don't know if it's fair to call them a fan. They're a friend of mine who listens
Mm-hmm.
to the podcast.
Who's it, Jason?
It is Jason. No,
I don't listen.
just because I haven't
It's definitely
explicitly
not
asked permission to like name check anyone. What I'll say is, this is someone who happens to share a name with a character or NPC who's actually been on the show at one point.
Alistair?
His name's
Wow.
Fib.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
Weird.
But I did send this. They sent me a great message the other day. They said, "I'm catching up on Live to Die," and I just gotta say, if I had to wait a week to find out the role for Letitia's life, I would have been so fucking mad.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know
I
who
guess
this
it's
is,
the benefit of archive listening. I think
Yeah.
I said
Yeah.
that. I shared that with a few of you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So shout out to that person. Thanks for
And
listening.
shout out to our listeners who did have to go through that,
Yeah.
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 Life is
We
suffering.
went through
The real
that.
one.
And
Yes.
Jason.
which we enjoy.
Yeah.
Oh, Jason had the role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Although at the same time, I know Jason's wanted nothing more than to kill someone else's character.
Only in combat. I don't
Oh.
want to like fuck up and
Yeah,
surgery and kill him.
Does Nikolai like
have risky
ever
surgery,
wake
so-
up and look at Arthur and think like, I killed his mom?
Never.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
He's so emotionally well adjusted.
No
Yeah.
regrets,
Yeah.
huh?
No. Only warriors regrets.
Yeah.
Will saves.
You said you had some idea. You had an idea for a banter, though.
Oh yeah. All right. So we talked about the things that we do to make ourselves suffer, or the things
Oh,
that
yeah.
we like toughen up.
Oh
in.
God.
Mhm.
Mine is cold. I will be cold and not fucking admit it. And like the hate that I can build up, I like start thinking of like how I used to be cold in the Navy, and I can fucking do this, and I'm fucking tougher than everybody, and I can handle the cold.
Oh, so what's the thing that you like?
What's the thing that you make yourself like suffer through or toughen up through when like drinking black coffee that's too hot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's got to be something else though.
I think Trent, I'm going to talk shit on Trent real quick.
Okay.
He may drink black coffee,
Being around
but he
Trent.
drinks it. No, he drinks it lukewarm, which is like double hate. That's terrible.
I have to. I can't stand it
Yeah.
being like really hot.
Since I'm talking, I go to the gym like 4 or 5 days a week. Like I have to. It's like a mental health thing for me. And I don't necessarily like going to the gym, if that makes sense.
I like having gone to the
I
gym.
like having
Yeah.
gone to the gym, and a couple times last week, just because of schedules and families and working in school and all the stuff. Like I went like in the morning at like 5:45, and the people who do that regularly do not love themselves.
When I
hate
owned the
themselves.
when I owned the gym, the 6
Dude.
a.m. class
Oh yeah,
was so testy to coach those fuckers.
yeah, yeah.
And then they thought that they were like a special group that
Yeah.
existed because they went at 6 a.m. And
Mhm.
it's like no, you just don't want to be around us. Like you're not better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just grumpy.
But leaving the gym at 7 a.m., having completed it and not having to do it for the rest of the
it's
day
pretty dope.
is a wonderful feeling. Everything else before that is all
And if
pure.
you tough it out, you
Yep.
feel better than other people. That's the point. What do you tough out? Maybe that's it. What do you tough out that
Ooh,
at the
to be
end
better.
it makes you feel better? I feel better than other people who can't handle the cold.
I know what mine is now.
My self-worth is so low that I think
Oh, James.
that I don't think I feel
Dang it.
better than other people. But there are occasionally things in which I maybe feel finally like a peer to others. But it is exercise, and it's specifically running. Because like in the last 2 years, I've started like lifting weights and stuff. I've just tried to like diversify the exercise, and I'm similar. I'm 5 days a week. I'm pretty regular. If I don't do it, I feel weird about it. And I kind of hate myself if I don't. I'm like, you're a fucking piece of shit. I can't believe you didn't exercise.
Yeah, you may need to like
I got-
investigate all this stuff, James.
I got the flu a couple weeks
Super
back
problematic.
and didn't work out for like 10 days.
Yeah.
In the internal monologue,
Oh,
while
God.
I've got 103 and a half temperature and I'm not going to the gym, is awful.
What's that? I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
That's a good joke.
I know what mine is now.
But let me finish. So for me, it's
Oh, okay.
specifically running.
Shut your
because-
mouth, Trent.
Exactly. God, I feel like I'm a woman right now.
Oh, holy shit.
Jesus. This can't become a reoccurring joke.
Oh,
Eventually, we
like
have to move
2
on.
straight months.
parenthetical bad.
Yeah. It's for our Patreon listeners.
That should be our shirt. It's just
Parenthetical.
parenthetical bad.
Parenthetical bad.
Honestly, it'd be really fun to do the one where it's like on the the small breast place, just like parenthetical bad, then across the back and parentheses bad.
Bad.
It's running because what I'll say is like with weights, I'm doing high weight, low rep, and so like to some extent you only have to push through so more before you just hit failure, and then you're like, all right, I've pushed. Give myself 30 seconds and do it. And it's specifically running, and it's like end of mile 2, in like right about the end of mile 2, because like mile 3 and 4 can feel good.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like right before you break through into like the runner's high when you're just like, oh, fuck this. And especially because I don't run every day now. I try to do cardio every day. I used to run 5 or 6 days a week, but then my knees were getting, so now I mix it up and I'll cycle or elliptical like a few days a week.
Old man,
But I run with weights. So I run with a weighted vest. And my weighted vest just broke finally. from
That's why
use.
your knees hurt.
And so especially after I started running with weights, that like until you hit the runner's high, you're just like, it's miserable until you hit it.
Miserable.
And I only push through by either distracting myself with podcasts or music
Mhm.
or just pure like talking to myself like I'm a piece of shit. Like if you don't do this, you're a failure. Like I can't believe
Come
this.
on.
Do you want to have your dad's heart attack?
That's what the inner monologue sounds like.
That is.
Yeah.
It sounds like Debo.
Yep.
Stop being a bitch and come on.
All right. Who else? What do you?
Mine is
So funny.
reading fiction because it's not dry enough. And
so not reading fiction is your thing.
no, reading fiction is mine.
Oh, you have to
suffer
push
through the
yourself through.
fiction?
Yeah. And then I do like feel better at the end of it, regrettably.
Incredibly.
Yeah,
We're all kind of
Do
having like
you judge the fiction lovers at the end for
dude.
loving that thing you just read?
Absolutely.
This is the
Like when-
feeling I'm
When
looking
people
for.
describe fiction to me, I'm like, oh, it sounds fucking awful.
Well, just give
But, like,
give
I
her
can't say
economics
it.
then. Just say it.
Oh no, I'm going to read that next.
it's so good.
No, but it's like yeah, it's like a mildly pleasurable experience for me, but it's not as good as like learning about history and stuff, So
Nerd.
Wow.
yeah,
I
Jared,
hate history.
Other than having kids, what do you do to make yourself so
Man,
happy?
that was enough, actually. I was trying to think. This is maybe weirdly specific, but
Oh hell yeah.
we go camping like once a year maybe, and I own like no camping stuff. So literally we'll go out there with a tent and some sleeping bags, and that's about it. And I'm always like, we should probably get some stuff. I never get any stuff, and then we do it every year.
probably get like something to
So
eat.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like snatching squirrels up like I got food.
Well, it's just like one overnight, it's not
Yeah.
like we're out there for a long time.
Yeah,
But it's like, all right, every year we know we're going to do this with this group of people, and they all have cots and all this stuff. And I'm just like, I got a tent and some sleeping bags and 4 kids. Let's
Dude,
go.
I have
you don't need to keep up with the Joneses
I
in
have
the woods,
fit
man.
together
Yeah, exactly.
like containers to go
Dude,
camping.
yeah.
Like I've like ready to go.
Oh, see, it was like I came from like the Boy Scout and like backpacking. So I have gear, but it's not like
This
fit
is when we
together
go car
stuff.
camping. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
have
I'm
some
like-
of Jason and James's gear right now that's been in my garage for
right,
about
yeah.
6 months. So
It's
yeah,
not like I've
yeah,
used it.
yeah.
All right, Lauren, what do you put yourself through aside from what you do professionally?
Yeah.
I think it's related where I do the Stairmaster at the gym, which
Hell yeah.
already I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
better than other people because it's
Stairmaster on the boat.
stairs
Yeah.
and not
Oh.
just like running or biking or
Like
lifting.
literally
sure.
elevated above other
Yes.
people, right?
Yes. So I'm
Well,
You're like
elevated
climbing up,
above.
but look at these motherfuckers.
Mhm.
Well, it also doesn't. I'm sure it doesn't hurt that you're also like you're fucking tall.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
get on a stairmaster, Jesus, just towering
Yeah.
over the rest of the gym.
Tower. And it's so funny too because
Above the
the gym I
peons.
go to has a really tiny cardio section, and so the Stairmaster is like right in the middle and behind a bunch of other machines. So I literally like lord over the cardio
Yes.
section.
You're like
Yeah.
a whole head height above the cardio
Yeah.
shit.
I love
That's
it.
I
fucking
love it.
great.
Is it the Stairmaster with the two independent like?
No, it's
or is
like
it
just
like the actual
stairs.
stairs that
Yeah.
are like rolling down?
Mhm.
That's the
That was
yeah.
a hardcore.
You're
Yeah.
like,
I
no,
just saw
that's
like a
terrible.
meme about that.
You're
Somebody talking about this person's here at 5 a.m. and not only that, they're on the stairs. Like it was so funny. Yeah.
I much prefer the rolling stairs because I usually
Mhm.
do my in office days is like 25, 30 minutes on the elliptical and then like 10 to 15 minutes on the Stairmaster. But it's those two independent ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. It doesn't feel like I'm
Yeah,
climbing
it feels
stairs.
weird.
And there's those, like those handles that you can hold on to.
I try
Whereas the
not to,
stair one's
but I
got
do
like
it.
actual
Yeah.
handrails. Yeah.
But yeah, I love to do that and then just like go for as long as I can, especially God forbid anyone else is in that cardio section. I'm
Yeah.
like not leaving until they're gone.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like dripping in
No.
sweat.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, of
I'm going to
course.
die.
I'm better
But
to
than
learn.
them.
yeah.
You need to
I'm
learn
better than
people's
them.
names and like do the Globo Gym. Like, you need to work out harder over there, Tracy.
Yeah.
I just need a mic to the whole place.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of those like tiny little thing with like a little egg, like a tiny
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bead.
Like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
theater
yeah.
mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. Well, it may not be an egg, but
Uh-oh.
clearly this plant started from some type of seed.
That was a
That's-
stretch.
That
Yeah,
was
it's
a rough
really not
one.
You don't get a patch for that one.
I loot that body. I loot
Yeah.
that body.
So let's come back.
So you got a
to
lot of
this,
gold on them.
Oh,
This
yeah.
giant
Plant.
Ooh.
fly trap. Fly traps, those are pretty cool.
Arthur.
It doesn't have anything. It's I was inside of it.
Arthur, did you see any loot in there?
I looked. I didn't find any.
Are you sure? Did you roll was it a secret check?
Yes.
Did you check
I
every
need to
stomach?
change my voice. Yeah.
I guess it could have some folds that I didn't manage to get into.
No. Shut up.
Does anyone else need any healing?
I
I need a
don't
little
tank
bit.
anymore. Ever since Red showed up, I don't take any damage. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
I need 22.
Smappy has been
Points.
on an extended vacation.
Dude, yeah. That's what I messaged Jason before the last combat. I was like,
Do you think he's getting
Haste,
paranoid
tree.
now? Of like,
Yeah, it's like it's gonna happen.
I haven't been
Like,
rolled in
it's
2
been
days.
so
Oh, that's so
long.
funny. I'll pass
Yeah.
it off to Jane to write
Yeah,
the
yeah.
follow-up story.
Yeah.
I know it's coming. It
I'm
has to come
trying
soon.
to convince Jane to let me put the Smappy story on the Patreon.
Dude, yeah.
oh my God, yes.
For those of you who are listening, we've mentioned that like Jane's been doing a lot of stuff since she's been on the podcast hiatus, among which is writing some badass fiction.
Mm-hmm.
And she submitted a story to a contest that ended up kind of being about the experience of being the summoned animal of a sorcerer,
Yes.
moderately inspired by Smaps,
Smappy's making his way throughout the world.
making his way downtown.
Mhm. Making his way downtown.
It's a good story because like
Man, I
the frog has a cold and it's just like it's a bad day. Please don't.
yeah.
But he knows he's gonna get summoned in.
Mhm.
By some fucking sorcerer.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yup.
Jason, you healing people up?
Yeah, it's going to take about, you said you had 30. It's going to take about 30 minutes, 40
Yeah.
minutes to get everybody healed up.
Okay.
Yeah, you take about half an hour. So, Jason, you're doing that. Red, you're getting healed. That leaves 3 of you open to interact with the world around you.
I'm going to interact with this monster,
It's-
rolling some nature checks and some perception checks to
Its
see
body.
if there's anything inside of it.
Yeah. Cut it open. See if there's any flowers.
Or, yeah, but mostly, like, let's learn, like, how did this thing, because this, we think that this is connected to the Hydra affected, or like
Maybe.
we've seen these little plant spores around. So, yeah,
Yeah.
Nature
was it.
John,
Yeah.
All right.
something.
What's your nature bone?
plus 11.
Okay. And what's you're doing this as well, Locke?
Yeah. Also 11.
Okay. Yeah, Jonas, nada. You're like, it's a big plant. It's weird. But Laku, some shit about this is really standing out to you. This, and notably, like the plants around here. I imagine like you're starting with this and you're like, okay, giant flytrap that exists. It's not common, but it's a thing in Galarian. But it's looking around, and I think what's really catching your eyes are like, remember I described the watermelon-sized dead plants that were connected to a lot of the foliage. And so I think what's standing out to you is that these are completely unlike anything that should be able to grow in this region. I think especially Laku would know this between like your cidery and your orchards and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like this shouldn't be able to grow here. It's not native to here, and it not only is it not native, but it shouldn't be able to sustain in this type of climate at all. And you would even go so far as to think that these are maybe magical in nature and possibly even not from this plane of existence.
Wow.
Hate that.
Yeah.
Can I roll like Arcana or something?
Really, nature is sort of the correct thing.
Is this Fae?
If someone had first world lore or like Fey lore, then that might be appropriate, but no. But you do think that these could have even been transplanted from the first world. But the big thing that is standing out here is these are at this point so far decayed that it's difficult for you to figure out like what properties or like what more unique things about these plants could have been when they were still alive.
Interesting. And do they are they like in this, like, are they on top of the environment, or is it like, no, they're growing in the environment and then maybe they died because they literally couldn't grow here naturally?
That second one is a very sort of astute.
Okay.
Read. Like they bloomed and grew here in some capacity. They weren't just like dropped here.
Yeah.
But yeah, not a lot. Like maybe magically accelatedly sort of grown, and then yeah, they couldn't sustain their own livelihood here.
And
much like living in Colorado.
Were these plants all? Because we like walked up and we started seeing them. Are they all like? Is there some thing they're leading to? Like here's like the big patch of growth.
What's your perception bonus?
14.
Yeah. So you think looking around, what you're discovering is that there is like a denser patch, right? Like maybe this is sort of the origin point of the growth. And what you're actually finding is maybe footprints, indentations. It seems to look like the densest area of these plants is where it appears several humanoids based on like the impressions. You're not getting like specific footprints to say what, but several humanoids may have gathered here, like sort of like you see like the footprints almost like a circle of people gathering near the epicenter of the plant growth.
God.
A couple
it was
weeks
summoned.
old, potentially.
Yeah.
Interesting. And if I walk into the middle, I like look back and I'm just like, I point out like, hey, this is weird. There's kind of like a circle here. I'm gonna walk in the middle and see if there is anything, just in case I disappear or something happens to me. I want people to know and not like I just disappear.
Can I use survival to see if the tracks maybe go off in a direction?
Sure, you can use survival. What's your bonus? This is a secret
It's
check.
plus 10.
So the tracks kind of lead back the way you came in. They're several weeks old. They're only preserved in that densest area because of the intense foliage that grew there. But it does seem like they would have sort of left the same way you came in, as what you can pick up before that you quickly lose them with them being so old.
So yeah, is there anything like in the middle of this circle?
Give me a magic check. So that's gonna be Arcana, Nature, Occultism, or Religion. Which one do you want to roll?
Arcana and Occultism are both plus 14.
Okay.
So one of those.
Yeah, it clearly there was some sort of magical ritual performed here. Not able to pick up anything else with it having been so long since then, but yeah, magical ritual was performed here.
Weird.
And yeah, a lot of first world vibes going on.
Do we see any of those like white flowers that we saw with the other creatures?
You are seeing very similar flowers and floral patterns that you found around basically at two of the three monster sites you were at, there was a dead animal that had weird flowering around it. There's a lot of visual similarities. Once again, like things that shouldn't have been able to grow there, things that aren't native, things that maybe look a little first worldy.
When I'm done healing, can I do like a, based on this, I'm assuming you guys are sharing this information.
Yeah.
Can I do like a searching through my memory prism, like Did I notice that other places had footprints like those things were being summoned? Are there other signs of rituals being happening near the places we've already been?
What's your intelligence bonus?
1.
Cool. You don't recall that. You do remember that you did look for some tracks potentially in the like Hydra's sort of like water nest. You found lots of like Hydra sort of tracks, but even then, what I'd said was that like that's such a big creature. If there were other tracks, you doubted that they would have been preserved underneath like the multiple giant snakes in a small space.
Okay.
So you don't recall there being anything else like that. You did look for tracks quite a few times because we got to make the going every which way joke a few episodes. So no, you don't remember there being anything like that. But yeah,
Can I do like a religion check?
Sure.
About like what entity something would use to summon
a plant.
What's your religion bonus?
It is plus 12.
That's a good number. You're not sure. There's a lot of things that could hit on this. There's several different gods of nature. That's entirely possible. There are some gods specifically dedicated to like protecting life around the Selin River. You're pretty far from the Selin River. That could be a possibility. There were like big creatures involved. There's a few gods that include different creatures or monsters within sort of their scopes in different ways. So you could be dealing with like one of the gods of monsters, or maybe it's gods of animals being corrupted. You're not sure. And that's just in the god sense. This may not be. If it's not religious, there's a lot of options for just like occultism, especially if you're starting to deal with odd things. And once you get into the first world, you're dealing with planner stuff. And you start to get kind of funky in there as well with patrons and things like that.
Okay.
So, yeah. A few different possibilities. But, yeah, otherwise, big-ass plant.
Weird.
Anything in the plant?
No, there's nothing in the plant.
See, I told you.
And that is, you don't know if that's noteworthy or
You were barely
not.
in there.
I mean, if it's relatively new, if we consider the fact that it was birthed yesterday. I mean, we saw like, didn't we follow this out here? Like it erupted. We saw that. I mean, how old does it look? Relatively new, or
It doesn't look like it was just happened yesterday.
Like a week ago, maybe?
several weeks ago, according to the footprints.
Possibly in line with that. Yeah, it looks like it could exist in that window, but you're not really sure. Like, obviously, magic's involved, and it's not like you can like cut open a flat trap and be like, "Well, I see the rings here." So,
It would be cool though if you could do that.
Yeah.
imagine if that was the case for every living creature. Like, well, if you just cut open one of its limbs, you can look at these concentric circles.
We
Find out
should
how
take-
old it is.
Proof that we killed this thing.
Yeah, 100%.
It is considered a large enough creature to count for
Like,
hunt credit.
Cut off one of its Venus flytrap heads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cut off one of its fly traps.
It's pretty cool little.
There's 5 heads and 5 of us. We could make hats.
There's 4.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
I've already got a hat.
I've already got a hat.
I got horns and it won't fit on my head.
We'll just poke holes in it.
Okay.
Just
I'm in.
slide it right over. It'll look great. I promise.
It'll be adorable.
Yeah.
We should ask the guide people if like who has been here in the past few weeks.
Good call.
Sure.
Mhm.
All right. Boop-a-doop-a-doo.
And there's nowhere else to go really.
Yeah, I mean, we're
Right?
running short on time. It's time to get back to the
Yeah,
boat.
the hunt's gonna be over basically, and you
And-
basically
yeah.
have just enough time to get back to the boat from here
Mhm.
for
Sweet.
the hunt to wrap up.
Yeah.
Because hypothetically, it's an open world. You could go anywhere, but yeah, you've hit most of the points of interest I've mentioned.
Cool.
So
Plant
Yeah,
a
we
tree
will,
right here, bro. Jonas,
Yeah.
plant a tree here, please.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I planted one over there by the wolf. You want one here too?
Please.
Drop the tree.
There goes your 5th level spell. No,
I will
Rank.
spend, rank 3.
that's
There
true.
it
Take a
is.
patch, James.
yay!
So yeah, I guess we just head back to the boat
Yep.
So you work your way back to the
with
boat.
all of the heads of everything on this island.
yeah, so you've
Pretty
got
That's a lot.
how many Hydra heads did you take?
Did we take more
I
than
think
one?
we just took one.
I
Right?
feel
Yeah, I
like
think so.
I
one.
was thinking
Yeah.
like one of each. You know.
It had multiple, so that's why I was asking.
Yeah. No, that's just that's just
So you've got a Hydra, a
desecrating
Wyvern,
a body if you're taking more than one.
Mm-hmm.
a Hydra, a Wyvern, a Kruth head, and then a Tooth Frond from the giant fly trap.
Yeah.
Well, there was a bear. Oh no, that was already dead.
Yeah, there's
bear
a
was
dead
dead.
bear's
Yeah,
body
yeah, yeah.
near the wyvern, a dead deer's body near the hydra.
And we didn't kill the wargs.
We could have taken
Correct.
those heads and been like, we killed them. We killed them.
Yeah.
He'd let you know that basically the prey would have to be large enough to be considered worthy. Mechanically,
What,
what
a
that
bear
meant,
is not?
not for your level anymore.
Jesus.
Mechanically,
He's bigger than a bear.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Hmm.
Can
No.
we take
All right.
No.
Red, play dead. We're gonna go 5 for 5.
Can I
you
cut your
ever-
horn off real quick?
Have you ever seen
Yeah.
that great? I think it was like a Tumblr post or something. It was like Robin Hood robs from the rich, gives to the poor. The poor, oh my God, thank you so much.
Yeah.
We're rich now.
Right,
Robin
and
Hood.
it's like,
You're what?
You're what?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So you kind of, as you make your way back, you see the other groups there. It looks like most of the other camp groups have
Pitiful.
camped on the island in the center.
Pitiful.
So there's
all of you.
Anamede and her 2 bodyguards. You see the Aldori sisters, the other Embeth travelers.
Oh, hello.
And
Did you get healed up when you got here?
wait.
Again,
no.
he's
I
like,
was, I was
no.
too
He's talking-
caffeinated for the accent.
he's pretending like he's talking to one in particular, but he's having to like look back and forth.
I
At
feel like
both
you're
of
writing
them.
in a notebook while you're talking.
Yeah.
Your friend helped us heal yesterday.
Yeah, I know. How are you doing?
We are fine. Are we not, sister? Yes, we are both good.
Shit. That's good. I'm happy to hear that both of you are good, but also, you know, the one in particular.
Jonas is like laughing like
And they both look at each other and they're like, do you think he is talking about me? Perhaps it was you. I mean, well, maybe he's overcompensating and trying to make sure everyone feels, and just giving nothing away.
What if they don't know?
Oh, they know.
Oh.
And I literally took,
It could be a blackout shame thing, like she hooked up with Arthur.
I would.
That's
I
what
would
we're talking
Oh,
about.
wow.
Arthur would not. Yeah.
She might.
I used to have
She might.
a Google Drive file named Bandits, which are named. However, I've just changed it to important names and notes, and I
Nice.
have in there which one Arthur slept
Banged
with.
Arthur.
Ooh.
Can you?
Mhm.
Can
Exactly.
he roll a memory check? What is your knowledge bonus? I just did this.
I actually specifically what I said is blank was the one. Just left it vague. But yeah, in here I also have I had the name of the
Can I do a performance check?
no. In here I did have the name of the bandits that joined your city. However, only one of them is left alive now.
Yeah, Chris.
Let's see.
Good stuff.
Yes. A halfling named Kristoff is the one that's
Kristoff, yeah.
left alive. Floric is
Mhm.
the one who died.
Yep.
Damn it.
Yeah, so that's one of the notes I have in here. I also have a thing in here that I'm gonna have to bring up later. Pitaxian dad jokes. That there's something there. From when you're talking with Anamede.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. So these are my important notes as a GM. You know, can't forget. All right. Yeah, and what were the 2 sisters' names? Do you even remember their names, Trenton?
Oh no.
I do.
The
They're-
last names are
Go for it.
Aldori.
Alina and Jolie.
I don't know if that's correct.
Ding, ding, ding. I'm 100% right there. No one can prove me wrong.
Their names are. Wait.
We got these nerd cluster candies. Those are
They're
dangerously
real good.
amazing.
So
yeah.
good.
I brought
Uh,
a new candy this week too. I
Ooh.
need to open it up.
Edina,
Ooh.
Edina, Adina, and Jolia.
Oh man, I didn't spell their names right.
I'm
I think it's Jolie.
Trent. Yeah,
I
is
think
like
it's Jolia.
Because I think I made a Jolene joke.
he's like 55% sure it's Jolena. But
Arthur and Jonas and Nikolai are like, I'm pretty sure it's Jolene.
Are you sure? I don't.
Well,
Wait,
I
is
made
it
a joke about
Jolena?
the music.
Yeah, Jolia
Jolia.
Jolia.
and Adina with an E.
God, these names are impossible.
It's fantasy names. What do you want? All right, so we cut away. Yeah.
What about you, Jolia? Are you feeling like rested?
Satisfied.
She just sort of looks at you like, "What are you offering?"
Satisfaction.
Dang, that's a good line.
We
I
are-
don't get known. Oh wait.
You can only sing like 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Respite.
I don't get no.
I think that we have had enough rest, and it is perhaps time for us all to go
Respite.
back to the lodge.
Yes. And when we get to the lodge, where will you be sleeping?
You're saying this to who?
To Julia.
Hopefully in my bed tonight.
Yeah, I mean it's always good to sleep in your own bed, you know.
Why
Come
were
on,
you planning
come
on
on.
kicking
And,
me out of my room again tonight?
Boo! Jonas is in the back like, yeah!
I mean, you know, only if you wanted to.
To be clear, that means she was not the one you hooked up
Oh.
I
You
misunderstood
kicked her
what
out of
you
the room
said.
to bang her sister.
Oh, kicked me out. I thought you said something else.
with. No,
Oh.
Jason got it.
Yeah.
If you've ever had a roommate, you get it. You're like,
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm happy for them, but god damn it, I'm
So,
sleeping on a
mhm.
couch somewhere.
Yeah, so
I have
Arthur's
to
like,
go leave.
no, you know, it depends on what happens.
It
But-
was Adina.
but
Adina was the one you
Right.
slept with.
But I have no expectations.
Good, because you're talking to Jolia right now.
No, I know. I know.
But now he doesn't want to make it
Now I
worse
know.
and ruin it.
No, yeah, he's just saying like, yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen.
Oh, okay.
We're
Sorry.
we're misunderstanding each other very bad right now.
I was also trying to chew sour candy, and I fucked up.
I'm trying to flirt with you and you're not picking up on it.
Well, yeah, me as her sister isn't into it.
Yeah.
They have
And,
different tastes.
and Adina, how are you doing?
One slums it and the other one doesn't.
The
Wow.
question is which one is which.
Right.
Arthur's constantly shining all the time.
Doing well. I appreciate your help yesterday
Yeah, you're very welcome.
with the Hydra. But
Oh.
also,
Oh.
well, it is time for dinner soon. We should all get back on the boat.
I do get a +4 to checks to aid.
I do not think that is the. I do not.
Jason's
think
face. So he's like,
I think she'll just she'll pat you on the shoulder. I'm like, you're cute. It's a good thing you're strong.
Yes. I am both of those things.
pick her up, throw her over those mountains.
I don't know if she wants me to pick her up.
Are the mountains his shoulders, or are you just purporting shot putting a woman to the far east?
I'm just
Uncle
purporting
Rico.
Uncle
shot
Rico.
putting a person. Gender doesn't matter
Oh.
in this context.
I would shot put a person even if Arthur was into guys.
I can also follow the expert.
Come on.
That's the best you're getting.
Where's the patch?
Nope, that's the best you're getting. So you,
Oh,
all
man.
load up, you all load up back on the boat,
Yeah.
and you head back to the Embeth Travelers as of yet unnamed lodge.
Yeah.
Do we take all this?
Wasn't
we take
it
all
gonna
our
be, like,
trophies with us,
the
right?
goose? Yeah.
Goose cheese.
Yeah.
As
It's a
a matter
goose
of
cheese
fact,
lodge.
The
Goose cheese
Embeth
lodge.
Travelers have actually the ones who fought the Kruth with you. They've actually brought the rest of the Kruth's body back and thrown it on the boat.
They're
Hell yeah.
dicks.
Mr.
Yamal?
Yamal,
yeah,
yes?
yeah, Jamal.
No, it is pronounced Yamal, huh?
What is he saying?
He says it's Yamal, not Jamal.
Weird.
It's
Uh,
I know. It's
Can you
tough
can you
language.
ask him if there's who has visited this island the past few weeks?
Yeah. A few of us have. I understand you. We both speak the common
I don't know
tongue.
how, but he understands you.
Strange.
Yeah.
We have been here a couple of times trying to find out, obviously, the family, and then
Okay, wait, pause. Can you?
They've been here many times trying to find the
the monsters. We were hunting them.
the creatures of dark and evil.
Oh,
And then, you've met the folks who work at the lodge with us, Timol and Rolene, no?
I think he's talking about the people at the lodge, the other people, and did we
Timol, he is from this region.
oof.
I don't understand. a
Okay,
word this guy says.
Tamal is from here.
You took care of our horses.
Did we meet him?
Did anyone visit this island recently?
Let me. Sorry.
Oh my God.
How you say
Oh,
some of our people did come here to attempt to find out what had happened to the locals.
well, you could have just
Are you
Oh my
spoken like this in the
goodness.
first place.
Is he making fun of me?
So he does.
Yeah,
he
it
does
seems
speak
like he's
common.
mocking us.
He does.
Anyway, we are on the way back.
Yeah, it's gone.
Nikolai's like, we sent
Yeah.
this guy on a diplomatic mission one time. But we did have to pin a note to his chest.
That's true.
So you make it
Oh,
back
man.
to the lodge. You're all kind of given the afternoon to like settle back into your rooms, sort of take what there is for showers, like change clothes, clean anything up, and get ready. He's promised a dinner. They said that they're going to you to prepare the cruth. Orlean is going to prepare the cruth for dinner.
Can I go
Damn.
help?
Gator stew. Yeah,
How did
totally.
they? How
Okay,
did
right
they
up
like?
to.
Did they salt this? Did
Yeah,
they
let's do
have
this.
stuff to preserve this gator?
The gator, they just killed it last night, and they brought it back.
Yeah, but like a whole day sitting around.
They were starting to prep it.
All right.
They're letting it cure outside.
It's
Yeah.
keep in mind, like this is northeastern Europe in like February.
Oh, I forgot it's winter. Okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. Never mind.
They just stuck it in the fucking river.
Yeah.
Adina, is there anything you would like me to move quickly?
Oh.
Perhaps yourself for a bit away so my sister and I can get clean for dinner.
Okay.
Damn!
I'm
She
going to go
winks.
to the gym real quick.
Got to get a black coffee on the way.
A lukewarm
And it's cold
black
outside.
coffee.
And read some fiction. but as you turn away, she does say, but perhaps after dinner
Okay.
we could rearrange some of the furniture.
Okay.
Don't act desperate.
Sorry, I don't usually do this. I don't
Get down.
Stage whispering doesn't work. You're gonna have to.
I don't usually do this stuff. So
Unfortunately, because of how we
You're
have the
doing
mic set
great.
up, we both have to eat the mics and we can't stage whisper.
You're
Even
doing
like-
great, though. Just keep it up.
I realized
Okay.
that like even when I was doing like kobold voices, I have to like push the kobold voice to here, or the mics just lose it.
dang.
That
Look,
sounds painful.
It's how we record, and it's less painful than editing for another 3 hours.
Maybe your editing of this show is the painful thing,
Mhm.
but you feel really good at the end of it.
And
Oh wow.
I'm still a white guy in my 30s
And
putting out a
better than us?
podcast.
That's
There's a
true,
ceiling
that's
on
true.
that.
You're living the dream.
It was that brewing or racism,
It's fair.
Yeah.
Oh God.
or I guess history. But the history thing
Mm.
gets really.
I thought that
close
was
to-
more like a 50s kind of thing.
Yeah, you're right,
Yeah, give
I
it
got
give it
time.
a couple
You're a
decades.
few
Yeah,
million short there.
dude. All right. Does anyone have anything else they're doing before dinner?
just helping cook.
Yeah. So
Same.
we're in with Orlean. Remember, Orlean, very short, not super conversational.
I'm
little
trying
terse.
to get that goose cheese from the kitchen. Just
I'm doing the yes chef
sneaking
shit, too,
around,
like,
looking
she's in
like.
charge.
And you
Is
come in
there
and- hello?
any? Huh. Do you? Can I? Well, I'm a little peckish. Ha. Can I please?
That's a patch.
Yay! Do you have any of that goose cheese still?
cheese?
Yes.
Mm.
You
Yes.
know it's my favorite.
Yes, for you, goose cheese for you. In back.
Yeah.
Go get goose cheese.
She goes and just eats a bunch.
And at some point, you do see Orlean, who like basically has said almost nothing this whole time. Just look at you and go, I like her. Go back to chopping.
Yes, chef.
Get the fuck off my ex!
When we were talking to Yamal earlier, he said Timal and Orlean were the other two people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like we should see what
Yeah.
Timal knows about people summoning other creatures
I
around
could
this
do that
place.
in Orlean, just kind of talk about the stuff we saw, and
And Orlean says basically nothing.
that's what
Yeah.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
See if
I remember a couple episodes ago when he was talking about Orlean, said he had like 2 sentences of text in the book.
Hmm.
So I don't think it's Orlean's going to know. If anybody's going to know, it's going to be Timal.
As a matter of fact, you asked about things, and Tim was like, "No talk, cook."
yes, chef.
Or you antagonize the GM enough that Orlean
Yeah.
does have info.
Orlean does know the information.
So who's trying to talk to Timmel?
I'm cooking.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'll go.
I'll join you.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, you're good at
I
talking.
can be intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
Is he good at talking?
Yeah, it's great. You saw how he handled those ladies from last night and today.
Every time I
Yeah.
talk, I'm terrified.
Technically, he's doing well with those ladies.
He's practicing. He's breaking out of his shell.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's now out from his mother's shadow and can go out into the world.
I don't know enough about his
and
mother and
experience
this
women
whole.
other than his mom.
I'm comfortable with everyone talking about my dead mother right now.
It's giving very Buster in Arrested Development.
Yeah.
Oh wow, we're just blowing right
I'm
through
a
him now.
monster.
Oedipus.
Oh, that too.
Yeah. What do they call it? It's like emotional incest.
What?
Emotional
Oedipus
incest.
Rex?
Excuse me?
No, it's not a sexual thing. It's like it's
Yeah.
a very, very real thing in psychology when
Did you just call me like an
the
Oedipus?
father
did.
isn't in the house, and so then the eldest son has to kind of
Be the man.
be
Yeah,
the man,
yeah.
and then that relationship is not a physical relationship. It's just an emotional. Yeah,
Well, that's fucking
it's
weird.
unhealthy for everybody. You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Yep.
Everybody
Narratively-
who has to watch it take place too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you find Timol, and he's like kind of basically like cleaning the boat up, like getting it up. They don't. I imagine this time of year it's such a small boat that they probably do like get it out of the water. So he's like scrubbing it down, getting stuff off of there, like just doing some maintenance on the barge,
Yeah.
basically.
You need some pirates.
Hey Timol, can I give you a hand and ask you some questions?
Yeah, I don't
You've been
remember his
here.
accent. I think I went generically British for
You
him.
went
So we're
British
just
for
sticking
Oh
with him.
yeah.
Oh right. Yeah. What you need?
Oh no,
Or
we'll be asking
fancier.
the questions.
Oh
No,
right,
no.
sure.
I mean, nah.
Fancy
Can
British.
can
Oh,
Arthur?
right, yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
Arthur can pick this boat up and carry it literally anywhere for you
Oh,
if you need
I already got most of it.
Okay,
up
cool.
And out. I'm just
So
scrubbing
we
it off, trying to make sure if we take it recreationally to another lake, we don't cross contaminate with any of the, like biological life.
I'm
Yeah.
actually really glad that you brought cross contamination up because when we were out on the hunt with Yamal and all the rest of the travelers,
Oh yeah.
we ran across a really, really odd plant. And we was wondering if you heard anything about it. And I think after talking
You
to
you looking for a little odd plant, eh? A little funny plant. Yeah.
actually 100% yes. But also I think we're talking about two different things.
Oh okay.
Yeah, but
I
put a
don't know.
pin in
I don't know what's
that
happening.
first thing.
Sure.
And
Put a
then
pin in
I
it.
kind of narratively I explained the white flowers and the melons and all the stuff and the bursting forth from the corpses. And have you heard anything about this lately? Have you seen any of these native plants? And then
No, that's odd. No, it doesn't sound like anything I've ever. I mean, I'm sort of from this region ish, but no, I've never heard of anything like that. That doesn't sound like it'd do well here.
Arthur's gonna kind of like put a hand on his sword and he's like, "Why are you lying?"
Well, I'm not.
Can I make an intimidation check?
God, it's the fucking cult investigation
Yeah,
in town
touch
all
the
over.
sword.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go ahead
Jonas
and
and
make an
Arthur are great
intimidation
at this.
check.
Jonas is like,
Oh, I'm checking the roll.
I need to use a patch.
wow,
Fucking great.
that's not great.
Yeah. I think I have. Do I get a bonus? Yes. So that's 24.
What? No, I'm not lying. What are you saying?
And Jonas is like, hold on.
Okay.
Yeah.
The attractive elf is being much nicer.
Well, I appreciate
Well, you don't
it.
think I'm
Like I
attractive?
said,
You know,
Goody
my
attractive
type.
human.
I'm going to chuck him over the mountains later.
Is that the new slang?
It's absolute. You guys don't get the innuendo?
I don't understand.
I don't understand. Have you seen anybody traveling through? We were talking to Laku. She was taking a look, and she said that it looks like these these plants and creatures may have been Arthur. Relax, just a second. Yeah, it's okay. We're all friends here.
Meanwhile, Nikolai's
Yeah.
crying at the chef. He's being mean to him in the kitchen.
Yes, chef.
Faster.
Yeah.
Yes, chef.
No, or Liam just good, not good. Like it's
Yeah.
no fucking emotion.
Mhm.
I understand that.
Yeah, Laku thinks that this creature or these plants may have been summoned.
Well, I mean, I'm a farmhand in the region. People kind of come and go. It's the whole thing here in the stolen lands, right?
People coming and going. Have you seen anybody here that's like from out of the area the last several weeks?
I mean, us sort of. And like, I mean, there was the family. They were there, but they went. Like,
What family?
What family
the
specifically?
ones that died, right? At the Wyvern 8.
I just
Like
pulled
steps
skin
on
off
it,
my
yeah.
hand. That
Oh.
hurt.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were acting because your hands
No,
on
no.
your sword.
That actually hurt.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
You should definitely play it into the game, though.
Ow.
Well, why? I didn't hurt him. I didn't touch him. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting.
Oh no.
This is going like, hold on. Arthur, like, we're just curious. We just came back. We were just like, there's a problem in the forest. We're trying to figure out.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, this is,
Yeah,
and I
there's
think
bosses.
Jonas is just like, man, this is like playing.
Did you, other than the family, did you take anyone to the island over the past few weeks?
Well, I mean, not me personally, but a few of the travelers we've sent them out there. When we first heard that there was, an issue with the family and there was some sort of creature, we went out. We thought it was just a wyvern. We thought, we could take care of it. But
Do you have a logbook of people you've taken out there?
I mean, no, your mom might have like notes of the different travelers he's brought in, but we're not many. We're still a small group these days.
So it should be really easy for us to identify.
I mean, you probably met most of them on the hunt this time. But look, people come and go through there all the time. Like the whole thing about this part of the world, right, is that it's, a lot of freedoms. There aren't like
It's the woman and her bodyguards.
what woman?
Would she have been here several weeks ago?
Maybe.
Oh, Jane's in here. I just realized that.
She snuck in.
Why
I
would?
saw her come in the front door. I just didn't know she sat in the room.
How-
I mean, I'm not there, but Ganymede and the bodyguards.
yeah, that's
The
my.
Tufts.
Yeah,
Did,
enemy
uh,
the
the
Tufts.
Tufts.
Tracks of land.
Yeah. Has Andromeda and the two
Andromeda.
early
Enemy.
men?
He means you.
Oh, he knows.
Arthur.
Huh?
I would. Can I make a suggestion? You should get
Well,
like
in
a small.
private.
No, this is totally fine.
Oh,
Get a
okay.
small notebook and just write people's names down. I think it would be good. Her name is Ganymede.
Yeah,
That-
that might
that is a
be
good
helpful.
idea.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to insult you, sir, but it might be helpful. It does seem like you had an evening with one of the Aldori sisters, but
did.
today you were struggling to remember which one it was.
This isn't going to go great for you.
I'm gonna.
This is Reddit commenter.
Can I punch you in the face?
No, I mean, if you want to, I'm not
It
going to
does-
stop you.
It does concern me
'cause-
that perhaps you don't see women enough. If you don't even remember the names, if you're just seeing them like as things.
Jeez.
This
Went from
is something I need to
intimidating getting
ponder.
shredded.
Excuse me, I need to go pray to my god.
Yeah, and he's just out
Do you
back, just
remember
freaking
his
ripping. He's
name?
like on 300 push-ups.
Ragathiel. Thank you
Right,
very
deal.
much.
Mhm.
Oh, a man. You remember his name.
I do need to investigate my own biases. You're correct. I will go do so right now.
It is
Misogyny,
a journey
good.
we're all going on to discover more about ourselves, but you must have the courage to change.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you.
Inspiring.
Like looking, and then he just goes to the gym and he's like, gains. He said gains, right? Not change.
You're right. I'm going to go apologize for having relations with a woman.
Oh, that's not what I meant.
Don't do that. Don't go
I'm
apologize. to her.
sorry that we had intercourse.
So,
That wasn't very woke of me.
You should try giving her money to make up for it.
Okay. Does that help?
holy shit!
Laku, no.
Oh my god!
Would that
Ooh,
make
no. I'm eating goose
absolutely not.
cheese. I'm eating
Jonas
goose
is-
cheese. I'm
Jonas
not
is-
here.
I'm
would that make me a
gonna
better man?
I'm gonna exit this conversation.
No.
It's gone entirely off the rails.
All right.
I don't know if it's entirely my fault. So thank you. You don't know anything that has been helpful, and I'm gonna leave. And I go to give him to the glad hand,
The dap, the power of the
and
dap.
when I do this thing, and I walk
Oh,
away.
I thought we were
Sick
friends.
bird.
Arthur is
No.
going to like with his fingers. He's like pointing at his eyes and then pointing at the guy.
And then Jonas will come back and dap him up because he feels
Oh.
bad. It's just not. It's not his
Thanks
thing.
for a second. I thought, but this is better. Thank you.
I rolled a 3.
Oh,
That's not good.
I'm still suspicious of
total.
you.
Okay. Right. Well, I'll see you, I suppose, at dinner?
Goddamn right you will.
Jonas is so. I can't go anywhere with this guy.
Put your hand on the sword.
Yeah. Real quick, can you do me a favor and
Right?
just touch my sword real quick?
Do you want me to clean it?
No. I just want you to touch it.
Like the hilt.
No, the blade.
Oh.
I know it's kind of like a blade thingy.
He's just feeling odd.
Yeah,
Jonas, does he do this?
I'm
a lot?
odd. So I'm told. Touch the sword.
Fine. He like touches the sword.
Did anything happen to him?
No.
Okay.
Well, you can say nothing happened. I mean, I got weirded out.
It's weirding me out.
What happens if
that's
people
just a
touch
side
the
effect.
sword?
You already know it's this whole
They
investigation.
might be in a cult.
Yeah, they might be in a cult. It didn't. It was
If they
a hilarious bit,
okay,
but it didn't really do anything.
Well, no,
But Arthur
we
doesn't
found
know
out
that.
who
yeah,
was
we
the
found out
bad
who was
people
the bad
and who
people.
wasn't.
Arthur's like truly convinced that it. Oh man. All right.
That went swell.
So let's cut back to the lodge, shall we? It's a little bit
Mhm.
later. You've all prepared yourself for dinner. Hopefully, you left some room for dinner, Laku.
maybe.
And if not, that's okay. You know.
Laku's also lactose intolerant. So she's
No.
Give me some more.
Are birds' stomachs smaller than like humanoids, other humanoids?
I think their stomachs are
Oh.
they're hollow. That's how they can fly.
That
Is that true?
No, my bones are hollow. My stomach is full of goose cheese.
Oh,
you should drink more milk.
You're right.
does that make you a laden swallow?
Stop.
Give him a pat.
HR is signaling no patch. Where we've gone to the
Aw.
officials after the video
Video
review.
review. Yeah.
And the ruling on the field
The VAR?
stands.
The VAR?
No patch. All right. So it comes to the evening. It gets dark pretty early, so the sun is setting probably as you're getting down for dinner, and you're
It's
in that
winter.
same hall that you were in just 2 days ago, basically, when you were all sort of essentially given this quest. And Timol and Orlean are bringing out imagine it looks pretty good. Like the whole sort of gator thing is cut up and cooked, and they looks like they took some of the organs out to make different things with it, and they've almost barbecued and smoked the meat. So you've got barbecue and cheese, and they've cut
This
up
is
some
great before lunch.
beets and potatoes, and they've got those all sort of fried in the oils from it, so gator oil fried potatoes and smoked meats.
Do you have any of the skin left over?
Mm.
I would like to make myself a pair of boots.
Oh. Thought you were
skin.
gonna eat it.
Oh, okay.
I took.
But,
He's gonna have
You're
boots.
gonna make boots?
I make apron.
Oh, that's a wonderful
Ooh.
idea.
It's awesome.
Gator apron.
Yeah.
Oh
So-
man.
Did you know that birds have this thing in their digestive system? Because you brought up bird stomach, so I was curious. Inside their esophagus, there's a pouch where they can
Yeah.
store food.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's so weird.
And they
Weird.
prehistoric birds would swallow rocks
I was gonna
because they
say
didn't have
pigeons do
digestive
that.
systems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pigeons will still do that as they eat some rocks to help digest food.
Just to help push it down.
To
No, to
grind it.
help grind it
grind it
out.
up.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs would do the same things, I
Yep.
believe. You swallow
Yeah,
some
that's
big
why I said
stones.
Don't worms
Yeah.
have rocks like tiny pebbles in one of their organs as well? I dissected
know
some
about
worms as a
worms.
kid, and I feel like
You dissected worms as a
Found-
kid?
Like
Seems
in a
boring.
classroom or
it's not that boring actually.
Wait, no. Lauren's question's more important.
It's in a classroom.
Okay.
all right,
Oh,
all right.
Yeah, we were like, are you a psychopath?
No,
I mean, it is just worms,
in
but
that
also
relation.
All right, so you all are sitting around. People are sort of generally talking in dinner. At this point, all of you get along pretty well. Even Anomede seems to be lightening up some. It's still on the Anomede scale, so salt to taste. And you are just sort of chatting a little bit, and it's going well. Sort of as the meal is wrapping up and the sides and food is sort of being brought away, Yamal stands up and just sort of taps some sort of instrument on a
His
cup.
tin can.
Yeah, I don't. You know what?
Bing, 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 bing.
Oh,
Yeah. Gathers
Lovely.
everyone's attention. Hello. I just wanted to say some words of thank you. Thank you all so much for coming here and participating in our hunt, for making the lands a bit safer for everyone.
You got it, Jamal.
He said he's here for words of thank you, and we made them safe.
You're welcome.
In particular, I want to say thank you to the Baron of Shattershield and his delegation that has visited us here, as well as to Anemid from Pitex, the signs of friendship and gratitude from our neighboring kingdoms is truly a great indication of what can come out of cooperation and friendship.
The fuck did Anemid do?
Oh, I hope Laku said that out loud. Like right when he gets there, it's like a perfect moment. It gets quiet, like right as she says it. What the fuck did Anemid do?
Yeah.
Like super loud.
Well, before I announce the winner of the hunt,
It's
but
us.
I did want to let you know that we have named, and we will be christening this lodge here,
Yeah?
the Goose Nest.
I like
So-
it.
It's
so
terrible.
close.
Right.
I
It was
should
really
have cheese
close.
in the name,
Yeah.
but that's all right.
Yep, should have put cheese in.
Yeah.
But I would now like to give our friends from Shattershield, from Aestus, the winnings I promised for the best hunters. And he hands over this coffer. That one he displayed 2 nights before. It has 80 gold, a returning weapon runestone.
Ooh.
You just sounded like Scooby-Doo.
Can you put a returning runestone on an arrow?
No.
Because that'd be fucking sick.
Yeah.
And a wand of rank 2 heal.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I mean that's not bad.
Yeah.
An extra casting of rank 2 heal every day.
Yeah.
Or if
Yeah.
you can try to overcast it and maybe
Mhm.
break it. But
Yeah.
that's what's in there. 80 gold, runestone, wand of heal.
Returning runestone. Who's that good for?
Who has a thrown anything?
No one right now.
Smappy.
Can you do like on a javelin?
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, javelin or a
Holy
trident.
shit.
Also, yeah, or like
Just
an
put a
axe,
trident on your
like
back.
a fucking throwing axe.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
is you're going to want to lay low for a while.
Yeah. No.
A
that's
trident, you
Exactly.
say?
Yeah.
I'm taking
Because if
that.
it comes back to you, the murder weapon's not there.
Yeah, a
It's
trident
on
would
the
be
mark.
an interesting
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
to put that on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking that wand of heal.
All right.
Do it.
This, please make yourselves comfortable here in our lodge. Enjoy the evening, the food and drink. Timol will continue to bring us all wine, mead, and water.
Have we already talked to Yamal about like? Have we questioned him since we've been back?
Nope.
I thought he was the one that directed us to Timal.
He is, but I don't
You-
think we like really hung out and talked at all.
Yeah.
We were just like, where's this other person? So I'll go and start talking to Yamal.
This is a good idea.
I want, like, as you're walking over to him, I sidle up next to you and I'm just like, find a polite way to ask him about what the hell Anemid did, because
Yeah.
we saw her lounging and doing fuck all.
I'm actually
I believe her
Arthur's
presence
gonna be like
just showing up is supposed to be diplomatic in some way.
All
Some of us are-
right.
Try harder than the others. You know?
can I be excused?
Sure.
Okay.
I assume you're asking me.
I
Because you're the
he
Baron.
just
Daddy,
stands
Daddy,
up.
may I go?
Sure. Wash
He's
your
gonna
hands.
try and go to the room that Anemid has been occupying.
So as
Wow,
you're getting
chicka
up
wow
and as you're
wow.
going over to talk to Yamal,
Mm-hmm.
Timol is like coming over and like pouring a little more wine. And it's like, Arthur, you're standing up, you're probably to the door of the room, and you just hear like a scream, Arthur, from behind you.
At the table?
Yes.
I'm gonna whip around.
So you whip around, and all of you just hear this like, and you see
Must have a cold.
Timol is just
Fucking xenomorph.
doubled over, clutching his stomach, just screaming. And it's so much that he's like pulling, and he tears his shirt open.
Oh
I thought you were gonna say
no.
skin.
He is tearing his shirt open, and you can see
Flowers.
that there is something moving
Oh god.
under his skin. And it's almost as if, and then you hear a snap, 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 and you can
Oh, no.
hear his ribs separating as something is unevenly like forcing them apart. And it's like just this moment he looks up and he catches, like he's looking directly in your eyes, Arthur, as he just screams
I knew it.
one more time, and his eyes wide, like bloodshot from like fear and like his whole body's straining as like vessels are bursting in his eyes. And all of a sudden, it's as if there's just this like crunch, and his entire chest just opens up like a fucking mouth.
Oh.
And there's this almost explosion in that moment, as if the pressure and tension inside the body had come to an absolute head that could no longer be felt.
That's gross.
What
That
are,
was
we,
gross.
what are we getting for lunch?
And
That was
it's right
gross.
at that moment that from that, boom, bursts out vines, flowers, small fruits, and growing things. And you know those like pop toys that like kids have, where you turn it inside out and then it pops and
Oh, hell
goes
yeah.
open?
Mhm.
It's almost as if his body does that, and like boom, almost as if like a part of it's trying to turn itself inside out.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
fuck?
it's from that, like the genesis of that, like the single point of pressure outwards comes almost like it's shunted into the room or violently birthed out of the core of this man's body.
Yeah.
This creature. I got Jane.
Yeah, I heard,
Yes.
I heard her in my headphones
He
too.
should have
yeah.
gotten a vasectomy.
Call back. As a creature bursts out of its body onto the table in the center of the room. And I think I even have an illustration for you.
What's the cook's name?
Orlean.
Orlean.
Nikolai looks at Orlean and he's like, the presentation here is amazing.
Bursting out of this like eruption of plants and growth in the room.
Oh my god.
Holy shit!
Is
How
that a
big is that
dinosaur?
thing?
That's a dinosaur.
You know what it is? Tune in next week to find
I've
out.
never even heard of that.
That poor guy. The Live to Die podcast is a production of Live to Die Gaming. Follow us on social media at Live to Die Pod. Want to support us? Check us out at patreon.com/live to die pod. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more.